Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to the afternoon experiment. My name is Emanuel Livingston. I'm with you until 3 o'clock this afternoon. 513-717-5464. 513-717-5464. Let's get that up there. Let's get that up there. Good afternoon. Almost didn't make it in today either. Y'all know how deadlines are. But hey, I'm here. So forget about what almost didn't happen. Let's enjoy what's happening. It's the afternoon experiment. My name is Emanuel Livingston. It's Friday. That means if it happened this week, we can talk about it. Although I'm not exactly sure that there's a lot of stuff that I want to talk about. Not exactly sure that there's a lot of stuff that I'm talking about. Let's see. Apparently, I want to have what does it mean to be black? And does it matter? What does it mean to be black? And does it matter anymore? And I'm asking the question because I really do. I want to hear some responses. Of course, there's a story behind it, which is, why I'm asking the question. But I want to know what you think. Does it matter how we label or how we are labeled nowadays? And what does it mean? Are we just talking about, the color of our skin, or at least what they call the color of our skin? Think about that for a minute while I say my hellos. Robert Willis, good afternoon. Tony, good afternoon. Miss Pittsburgh in the house. Terry, good afternoon. And Butler Brown from Cartersville, Georgia, good afternoon. Kenneth Jones, good afternoon. Janice, my good friend Janice, good afternoon. Brenda, good afternoon. Janice wants to know, is she going to be the only one on the afternoon experiment feed? Janice, look, I encourage you, just keep going there. Everything is going to be okay. You're a pioneer. Wendy, good afternoon. Diane, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Diane. Brent, good afternoon. Oh. Okay. So this changes everything. This means there are a few things that must happen now. But I'll go through this and we'll see. Inez, good afternoon. That means something has to happen. I made a promise. I'm a man of my word. And I made a promise. So that means someone has to be blocked today. Someone has to be banned from the show. I'm a man of my word. Trust, it's going to happen. And you brought it on yourself because I told you not to do what I told you not to do. But you did it anyway. Hold on, where are we? Maria, good afternoon. Let's see, we got Black Russian, good afternoon. Sierra, good afternoon, Sierra from Boston. Myosha don't know how she feel about the shirt. It's just a shirt. You don't have to like it. Like, you could be like, that's an ugly shirt. And I'd be like, you got a right to your opinion. I kind of like the shirt. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bought it. We got Jeannie, Diane. I think I might already said Diane. Terry. Oh, I know who it was. And the warning was made. Inez says, Are you scared? Slightly. Yes. I'm slightly frightened. Yes. No, you will not be blocked because you don't like my shirt. The person who's getting blocked, they know they getting blocked. They know they getting blocked, and they know why. Because I'm a man of my word. R-Dub wants to know, am I blocked? No, no one's blocked yet. Or at least no one I think of. I haven't blocked anyone yet, but it will happen. Tanika. I'm slightly frightened. I try to have reasonable conversations over here. Whether you agree with me or not, I try to be reasonable, and things might have changed. Dwayne, good afternoon. Phyllis, good afternoon. Rick, good afternoon. They shot down another something. Yes, I want to talk about that. Angela, good afternoon. Let's see. Victoria, good afternoon. Myosha, the person who it was, know exactly who it was. R-Dub says, you stay hating on me. That's why I thought you blocked me. I never hate on you. When have I ever hated on you? When you say stupid stuff, I say the thing that you said was stupid, but I don't hate on you. You might hate on me a little bit. I don't really care like that. So no. The person who getting blocked know they getting blocked. And they know why. Inez says he's scared of the popo coming after him. That's not what I'm frightened about. I'm frightened because I believe, Inez, or my fear is that you're gonna come over here saying nonsense again, half explaining stuff that don't make sense no matter how much you explain it, and giving half details of stuff that you can't even give in like sequential order so that people can understand what you're talking about, and then asking for help. And then when someone says, well, what do you want? What would you like to see happen? You say nothing. So you're asking for someone, that someone in this particular case being me, you're asking for me to help you accomplish nothing. I think you can do that on your own. So that's my fear. That's what frightens me, is that you're gonna come over here kind of doing the same stuff that you were doing when I was on that radio station. That's my fear. Not of you in particular, but just of the nonsense that you could bring to the table. See, I don't have a issue telling the truth. That's my fear. And the person that's gonna get blocked for it is Ross Freeman, because I told him don't be telling her where I am. But then he goes right on talking about, and I said quite clearly, you tell where I am, you getting blocked. And they thought it was funny and key. All right. Now I know you can live without me. You're about to, and I'm cool with that. I'm cool with it. I told you. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. Well, look, you can get them all in all you want. You can get it in all you want. Say, you better just, your fingers can turn to bloody stumps, because I'm not sure that I can do it while I am doing this. Hold on, here is something I can do. I warned you. Let me see. Add to block list and restream chat. Yes. So there's that. Now you'll still see what he's saying if you're on the different platforms. I'll have to go through those and individually block him. I'm not blocking him because he be capping. I don't care about that. I'm not blocking him because he be stalking. I'll be all right about that. I'm blocking him because he quite clearly did what I said don't do. And I warned, if you do this, you will be blocked. So you can still see what he's saying. I can't see what he's saying. But we'll take care of that before long. Yeah, he meant it. He meant it, and he is blocked. At least on my chat, I can't see him. We try to tell people. Let me see. He not really blocked. He can make up another name and get back in. It ain't nothing but a click. Okay, here we go. First and foremost, I don't need your help. Well, you asked for it last time. Secondly, you couldn't hold a job. So how the hell you're gonna help me? Well, I could have held the job, but I chose to not get the shot. Maybe you don't understand the difference between the two, but that ain't my fault. Thirdly, Ross Freeman didn't tell me you lied. You're a friend in my page. No, I actually was watching when he posted the thing that he posted. And so now you're a liar for pretending that he didn't say what I saw him type. So come on, don't degrade yourself by lying. Don't degrade yourself by lying. Let me see. Victoria says, help me. So you did not want someone to know what your Facebook page is? It's too complicated to get into as far as I'm concerned. Just know somebody did something I said not to do, and I warned that if they did it, they would be blocked, and they did it, so they're going to be blocked. That's it. It's that simple. And y'all know, look, y'all know I don't say that very often. I don't know that I've ever said that before. Don't do this or I'm going to block you. I don't know that I've ever said that before. And then for Inez to be like, he didn't tell me, I knew you was here. But I'm trying to be nice. But you ain't popped up here before. Somebody said, hey, come over here. So that's that. Kenneth says, you petty. If you want to call it that, sure. And what's your point? All right. No, but what I was asking was, what does it mean to be black? I was reading an article I don't remember where it was. And then I saw an article about it on another site. So it was like Esquire or something like that, UK or something, with Idris Elba. And then I saw an article about it in either the Griot or the Root. I can't remember which one. And Idris basically is saying, hey, look, I don't call myself black. I don't label myself a black actor anymore. I don't call myself a black actor anymore. Because he feels like that hinders him. It limits what he can do. But I'm not sure. I understand what he was saying. And I hear a lot of other people say it. I hear a lot of people talk in terms of hopes and dreams of what they wish society was. In terms of what they wish society was. The ideal society. But we live in an actual society. Whereas, look, sure, if I could easily say here, I don't want to be labeled as a black man because that limits me. But it's not necessarily that I label myself as a black man that limits me. It's the fact that the society that we live in limits me because I'm a black man. Now, let me say this. I know there's some of y'all out there and this is also why I asked this question, because there's a growing sentiment a lot of times amongst elite black people. I'm using the term elite, meaning, people who get to a point where, they've achieved a certain level of whatever it is that they look at as success, be it financial, be it status, whatever it is that they feel like is a success. There's a kind of a growing movement for those people to kind of pretend like racism doesn't exist. Like racism is not real. Well, they won't say it's not real. They'll just pretend like it shouldn't affect anyone because it didn't affect them. Like, I experienced it, but I didn't let it hold me back, or I experienced it. And kind of, therefore, if it didn't hold me back, it shouldn't hold anybody back. As if to say, really, it's not real. It exists, but it only can hold you back if you let it. And, I'm always listening to that, and I'm like, that's interesting. That's interesting. Maybe you should tell some of these people who are victims of hate crimes that if they would have just not let it happen, then, people who are discriminated against, if they would have just not let it hold them back, And it's easy to say because people pretend like even if everyone has the same opportunity, people process things different ways. People deal with things affect people differently. And so, but because I didn't let it affect me, that means you shouldn't have let it affect you. I don't know that I agree with that. I don't know that I agree with that. I guess I understand it. The theory that we all have the same abilities, capacity to deal with things and work and, overcome. But we don't. We don't. So the question I'm asking, Idris Elba says he don't label himself a black actor anymore. He don't label himself a black actor anymore because it puts a ceiling on him. It limits him. And kind of, look, as people, this is just skin. And we're all pretty much the same, and I won't be labeled by the color of my skin. Is that where we moving to now? Are we moving to the point where we're going to pretend, or some people won't actually be pretending, we're not going to acknowledge that race exists and that it can be a factor in determining someone's achievement or success? I was watching, I saw the black John, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, Boyega. John Boyega. And I can't say he was responding to Idris, but he was kind of responding to that same mentality. And what he basically said was, really, we gonna pretend like our skin color don't matter? How about instead of us pretending that we not black, how about we confront the people who use the fact that we are black to stereotype us in roles and hold us down and hold us back from achieving? How about we do that instead of pretending that we're not black? How about that? And I'm like, I kind of like that. So I got to pretend like my skin color don't matter, while people discriminate against, like Idris Elba not calling himself a black actor is gonna matter to people who don't want to hire you for that role. People who say James Bond ain't black, so you can't be James Bond. Well, I'm not black. You know what they looking at you thinking? I can see. You know what I'm saying? You black. Society can see that you black. So I understand. Look, I wish we lived in a society where race didn't matter. I really do. I wish we lived in that society. But we don't. We don't live in that society. So or at least I don't live in that society. I don't live in that society. I live in a society with my eyes wide open. My eyes are wide open. I'm sorry, I'm going through here, trying to accomplish some things. Let's see. There we go. Go there. Hold on, y'all. That's not it. Hold on. Y'all forgive me. I'm trying to get this and get some stuff going here. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let's do that. Because we don't want to be there. We want to be there. I'm sorry, y'all got to hear me talk myself through. Sorry about this, y'all. It was not my... I didn't want to have to go through this. All right, we go there. Go here. Go here. See, we go here. And we go there. There's a gigantic spider coming down right here in front of the camera. Y'all see that spider? I got to get this spider. Thank you, sir. All right. Y'all see that big spider come down right there? All right. Where was I? Idris. So yeah, does it matter? Or are we in a position where, as black people, we gonna pretend that race doesn't matter anymore? That race doesn't matter. Daryl says he wasn't saying that when he played a black drug dealer, Springer Bell on The Wire. Now that he making that white movie money, now he's bougie. Yeah. Uh, I should have pulled out the bee spray. He landed right here in front of me, so all I had to do was just kill him real quick. I got a little piece of paper here that I just squashed him on the paper. But yeah. I hear a whole lot of people. I hear a whole lot of black people. I hear white people say stuff like they don't see race. And I guess black people believe that. I guess it's enough black people that believe it. Well, he said he don't see race, so he can't tell. He don't see color. He can't tell that I'm black. A lot of people believe that. But, I don't know. Emanuel don't love the insects. Look, I'm not about to get bit by no spider up in here. I don't know, I might have some allergic reaction. And he ain't paying no rent. So, Fame says, Idris is non-FBA. Of course he gonna tap dance. He blacker than a bunch of MFs. Why he's saying that is weird to me. All right. Mayosha never believes it when a white person says they don't see race. But I know a lot of black people who pretend that we shouldn't see race. There's a lot of black people that pretend that we as black people shouldn't see race. Sierra says his nationality may influence the perspective. I'm not sure if that's the case. I read a good portion of the interview. I can't say I read the entire interview. He acknowledged his father, Sierra Leone, and the tribes of Sierra Leone, and in particular the tribe that he came from and how it affects him, and you know how he feels like he embodies that. He talked about his mama being from Ghana and the tribes in Ghana and his particular tribe and how it affects him. I understood what he was saying. He wasn't saying, I'm not black. He was saying he doesn't refer to himself as a black actor because that's limiting. That's limiting. And it limits what he can do and what he can't do as an actor. And to me, I agree with John Boyega, I believe is his name. And he's like, it's not you calling yourself a black actor. You could call yourself a white actor tomorrow. And there's somebody somewhere in some boardroom or some decision-making position that's you're going to want a role, and they're going to say, he can't play that role because he's black. Let's make him a drug dealer. They're going to stereotype you because although you call yourself whatever, they see what they see. Oh, I have to just deal with pure D stupidity today. The spider came because Emanuel is of the devil, reminding his audience he's of the devil with his lies. That's what spiders mean. A spider means you're of the devil. I'm way more intelligent. You may be more intelligent than a spider. I'll give you that. All right? You're more intelligent than a spider. Congratulations. Oh, boy. Sarah says that's still very different from the Black American perspective. In what way? In what way? Let's see. He should identify as a white actor, and if anyone says different, call upon the LABTQTI. R-Tub, he still want me to be mad about wrestling. I wish you get this militant about the WWE. How many black champions have there been? Many. Been many black champions. Do you watch WWE? Call me. Let's discuss it. I don't know where that comment came from. She got issues. Let's see. CK says he's going to call in to talk about a controversial comment. Okay. All right. But I guess here's what I don't understand. What happens to some people to make them, before I even finish, I understand it. I just don't like it. There are a number of people who I don't even want to say they're ashamed of being black. And I'm not 100% sure what it is. But I've always, when I hear people talking and acting as if race doesn't matter in our society, as if we've moved past race, or race can't affect a person, whatever their race may be, there's nothing that can happen to them that should be able to affect them. No discrimination, no hate, no nothing should be able to affect you because of your race. And then, like with Idris, we moving to the point where I don't want to even be labeled as a black actor anymore. I'm just an actor. What's wrong with being black? Oh, hold on, I got a call coming in. Let's see. Let me get the settings right. Turn you on here. Caller?
Yeah, greetings.
Hello?
Yes, greetings.
Greetings.
So you having a petty panty party today or what? Why you block me?
Who is this?
This Russ Freeman.
Because I told you not to tell that lady to call this show. I said I was as clear as I could be. If you tell that lady to call this show, anybody who tell that lady.
I missed that part.
No, you didn't.
But you gonna block my comments? You gonna block the comments too? I can't even see the comments on the show.
Oh, that's horrible, ain't it?
Is that serious, huh?
Yes.
Okay. So I can't enjoy the show no more?
Maybe you could go to the YouTube page until I get there.
You a hater for real, huh, Emanuel?
Yeah.
That's bad, man.
All right.
So can I comment on the topic at hand?
Sure, go ahead. You can call in, yeah.
Idris Elba he's British.
Uh-huh.
He's a planted actor. He only came over here to influence black people to European ways or European models. I mean, he's just a plant. What do you expect from him? He's just an actor. He ain't nobody to look up to or nobody to admire or nothing like that. You think?
No, I agree with you. He's not. But I think my issue is not so much with Idris Elba, the person, but the idea that he's kind of putting out there. And there's a few things to it. Number one, if I don't refer to myself or want to label myself as a black actor, that somehow the people who stereotype black actors won't stereotype me. To me, that sounds foolish. They not stereotyping you, Idris, if you feel like you being stereotyped because you say you're black. They stereotyping you because you black.
But that's the thing, though. America, the only race of people that classify themselves as black. Idris Elba obviously don't accept the term black.
No, he does accept the term black.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he went on to say in the article, I'm black. I'm a part of the black community. I just don't want to label myself as a black actor.
Yeah, I see him. Yeah, I can respect that, but I just see him differently, though. I just see him as he a paid person to come over here and change our views on subjects. Even he was a paid spokesperson for the COVID shot. It's like those people just paid influencers. They just here to influence, change people's minds. They like Lincoln Ware and you.
I kind of agree with you. Kind of agree. You know what? You made sense today. I'm gonna unblock you. I'm gonna unblock you.
But it still don't change still don't change the point that the hate is uncalled for, Emanuel. I mean, we're gonna have to sit down and have a serious topic on your health.
I was real clear about it. Anybody who tell this person, cause see, here's the thing. You want to talk about the hate involved? You want to have that conversation? Why'd you tell her to call? Or to tune in?
It's therapy. I mean, everybody needs therapy. You can't keep running from your problems just because one person point them out.
Ross Freeman, why did you tell her to tune in to the show?
I can't remember.
You remember? See, you don't want to be honest. Come on, let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Am I on the stand?
No.
Am I on the stand?
You
want me to incriminate myself?
Yes. You did it because
Is this an audit?
You did it, Ross, because you know that she has some issues. I don't know what the issues are. She's got like some mental issues or something like that. And you thought it would be funny for that person with those mental issues to call in and begin to obsess on this show again. And you figured it'd drive me crazy and you would be entertained by it. Now, am I lying?
Emanuel, she's listening, ain't she?
Yeah, she listening.
So how you gonna talk about a beautiful young lady like that that's trying to get some?
Because the truth is the truth. The truth is the truth. If I say she got mental issues with her listening or without her listening, she still got mental issues. The truth is the truth.
If I got hit with a head in the damn wrench a couple of times, I would probably think everybody got mental issues. I mean, you keep on pointing the finger at everybody. What is it? A mirror down there where you look? Where you at?
You didn't. Am I lying? Is that the reason why you felt compelled to tell that woman to get on board?
I'm a lawyer. Emanuel, I'm a lawyer. Why would I tell her myself? So can you unblock me so I can see all the damn comments and people talking about me and stuff, man?
Hold on. Let me see if I had to figure out how to unblock you.
I mean, what is it? Is it the hairline jokes or is it the weight? I mean, what is it? Is it the gay joke? Which one touch your button the worst?
It's you telling that woman after I said don't tell her. You telling her.
I forgot to tell you. Hold on, listen. You listening?
Halfway.
I love you.
Look. I know that trick. That's one of my old tricks. I'm hip to that trick. All right, you are unblocked. You unblocked, all right?
Thank you. I see the comments. Thank you. Damn.
I have a good one.
Hey, next time, just tell me to call. Damn.
Oh, my goodness. Oh. Look, y'all just got to be honest. Like, I feel like I'm at the point where I'm tired of playing these games. He know why he told her to check out the show. He know it. Oh, got another call coming in. Oh, Lord help me. Caller?
Yes, Iman, this is Inez.
Uh-huh.
Let you and I have a conversation, okay? And this is a serious one. First of all, when you call somebody crazy, you make sure you think about your mother as an African-American woman, okay? Because I have way more damn common sense than you.
Hold on. I don't know that this conversation is going to go the way you think this conversation is going to go. But it's not. For two reasons. Number one, I'm in control of the button, so you can't just ramble. Number two, you ain't running nothing over here. You ain't running nothing over here. Now, I didn't call you crazy. I said you definitely have some sort of mental thing going on. Okay, you could say that's semantics, but it's true.
Iman, okay?
You definitely have some sort of mental something going on.
The mental issue is you, okay?
Me?
First of all, don't get intimidated.
Me? I'm the issue.
Because
I'm your issue.
Than you as an African American woman, okay?
I'm your issue.
Don't.
Again, you not running nothing over here. And I know she can hear me, but she's still talking. She don't know she's muted. But you're not running nothing over here. You don't get to come over here and holler and scream and all that kind of stuff, and I just got to take it. That ain't how we getting down. Now, you say I'm your issue. How am I your issue?
So
how am I your issue?
When you say somebody have a mental issue, first of all, you better look at yourself, okay?
Inez.
No, what you are,
Inez going once. Inez going twice.
I'm stronger than you.
All right. I ain't got time to deal with that. I ain't got time to deal with that. You go bonkers on somebody else. All right? This stuff is, look, ain't nobody got time dealing with that. And she was talking the entire time. She didn't hear a word I said. Now, whatever happened to her, I wish it wouldn't have happened. Because I don't wish for nothing bad to happen to nobody. But don't try to take that stuff out on me. And let's go back to the phone. CK.
Praise God. I love that last caller. Did you hear her?
No, I didn't. That's why. And she gone.
You hung up on me earlier this week. I was flabbergasted. You hear me? You hung up on me. Remember, you're like, boo-boo, and then went on a tirade. Ain't no blocking you, though. Like you said, you do all the blocking.
Hold on. Just to be clear, I hung up on you because you compared Emmett Till to Kobe Bryant. And that is 100%. Yes, that is an outrageous comparison. So, yes, I was outraged. And, that's what happened.
By my opinion. And remember, I told you back in 2019, respect other people's opinion, man. I'm a man just like you. That's
I respected
it. It ain't like you.
Look, I respected it. I just never had, don't necessarily have to entertain it.
I feel you, but you got to know, man, hey, mental illness is real. You do know that, right?
Yes, it is.
Just imagine you coming out the womb and the doctor fumble getting you out the womb. You hit your head on the ground. Come on now. Don't that have psychological effects through your entire life?
I'm not sure.
It ain't the baby's fault.
I'm not sure. I imagine it probably does.
Yeah, that baby come out slippery. You got to know what you're doing.
What are we
talking about? You know what I mean? You got...
What are we talking about?
No, I'm saying mental illness is real. Some of us, like, okay, Idris Elba. That's what I called to talk to you about.
Okay.
The actor, he's from the UK, right?
Yes.
There you go. He landed Stringer Bell. Then he did a movie with Beyonce, kissing all on Beyonce. Now, he's just saying that because you hit it on the nail. The James Bond role. So now he want to hit him with the flimflammery. I don't identify as black. So let me do Spider-Man, Batman. Let me do all roles. See what I'm saying? He doesn't identify as African American.
No, he does, just not as a black actor. It feels like, to me, he feels like if I don't say I'm a black actor, then I won't be stereotyped like they stereotype black actors. But they're not stereotyping you again because you say you're a black actor or because you identify as a black actor. They're stereotyping you because that's how they see you. You are black, and those are the roles that they see for you. So Again, I'm with John. It's not a let's delve and live in their fantasy land. It's no, let's bring them out of their fantasy land and stop allowing them to stereotype us. Stop allowing them to put us in this box because of the color of our skin.
But don't you think that's a cry out for help when he's saying I don't want, like he's trying to plead to them? Like, look, I know y'all don't mess with black actors. I ain't even one of them. I'm one of y'all.
That's a fantasy land. You are one of them.
So, oh, you said ain't no getting out of this. You say you stuck. You
Hold
stuck
on.
because I know he.
When you look at Idris Elba, do you see a white man?
Nope, I see an African American. Like you said, I didn't even know he was from the UK with his accent gone.
But you see a black man. Guess what?
Mm-hmm.
The people who are stereotyping people in Hollywood and elsewhere, they see the same thing. It don't matter what he says in terms of how he characterizes himself. They see what you see and what I see. So the thing ain't to get us to all pretend like color don't matter. The thing is to get them to stop doing what they're doing because of the color of our skin. But if we play into their little fantasy land, then what's to stop them from still labeling and stereotyping black actors?
But what if they play into his fantasy land and make him the next Batman? I mean, because like you said, it's really just about that. I think if he get that role, if the trick works, will you say it's worth it then? Or you say it still wouldn't be worth it? Like if he does land the James Bond role off of that statement.
Look, that man can do whatever he want to do. My issue ain't necessarily with Idris. It's with that mindset. And that's why I started with the question of what does it mean to be black? Because I wouldn't give up being willing to say I'm black and being proud of who I am as a black man for anything. Well, hold on, let me take that back. Maybe for something, because I sell out with the best of them. If the price is right, I will sell out with the best of them, okay? So I'm not going to say for anything, but nothing that I can really think of that sounds reasonable to me.
Because you remember Michael Jackson made the same song. It doesn't matter if you're black or white. Remember, he said that. And he was reaching out. Like you said, they crying out. They trying to be accepted by the masses or by the elite. The elite, you know, the Tom Cruise. It just want to be considered like Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt. You know what I mean? He like, they going to look at me like Morgan Freeman for the rest of my days. Do you think Morgan Freeman is considered a black actor?
Yes. Because he's an actor and he's black. I think every black actor that look like a black person, they consider them a black actor. And there's nothing,
and like you say, you
and
flip
that's
it.
nothing to be ashamed of.
I mean, you make a great point because Morgan is a black actor who identified as a black actor, and he played God. You know what I mean? So that had to, he played God. So just imagine the people that picked him for that role, they are the people you're talking about. We're going to have a black actor play God.
CK, you got anything else?
What's wrong with you, man? Why you doing
Nothing.
Like
I'm doing you like what? You've been talking. It's been 7 minutes. We've been on the air talking for 7 minutes. I've missed a few calls. And sometimes we have to, wrap conversations up. So that's why I'm asking you, is there anything else that you wanted to talk about? I'm going to let you talk about it.
Nah, hey, I think you brought up a great point about it. Just you kind of changed my mind a little bit because I was with him 100%, but you made some great points, especially with the Morgan Freeman situation. But I think you're right. I think you're right because no matter what you say, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yes, sir. Yeah, praise be the Lord. Have a great weekend, brother.
Hey, you do the same, sir. All right, that was CK. 513-717-5464. 513-717-5464. That's the number to get on board. Terry says, Morgan Freeman hasn't been in many lead roles. Okay. What's the point that you're making by saying that? He's not. It's, if anything, it's because of the way that they want him to be a supporting actor. They feel like he's best suited for the roles that he's had, maybe. Do I believe some of that has to do with race? I'm not one of these people running around talking about why everything got to be about race. I'm not one of those people. Oh my goodness. I entertain it. Brent, yes, he is. And being black, that's a problem with black men. They'll hurt black women, but dare not do that to a white female. He's so intelligent. Why did he get fired? It's more than a shot. Oh, it's more than a shot. What else was it? When a person think they know it all and can't be told nothing, it's called a narcissist. And that's what he is. All right. Well, you're right. Look, whatever it is in your brain, in your mind, is real. I'm not here to tell you it ain't. I'm not here to tell you it ain't. Daryl says when he played Joe Clark, the principal, that was a lead role. They didn't say he don't have any. They say he don't have a lot of lead roles. They say he don't have a lot of lead roles. R-Dub says, that's a damn lie. That's all you lead with is race. So what did I say that was a lie? What did I say that was a lie? I acknowledge that race exists. I said I'm not one of these people who want to pretend like race is not a factor. And if I didn't say that, if I said something other than that, then I must have misspoken. I'm not one of these people who, why everything got to do with black and white? Why everybody got to bring up black and white? Because of the society we live in. And people deal with people from that perspective. Morgan is nowhere near Tom Cruise. Did I say Cruise? Cruise. Lewis wants to know, do African Americans love each other in the United States? This gets back to what I was talking about. I think it was last week. Yes. Yes, some of them do. Absolutely. Yes. A lot of them do. I would say the overwhelming majority of black people love black people. A lot of times, even the ones who running around telling you that your race don't matter and we shouldn't focus on being black and, we should not, that don't mean that they don't love black people. People, I believe people just trying to figure out how to make it, right? And here's what I get from Idris, which is why I got no beef with why Idris thinks what he thinks. In my opinion, that thinking is wrong or flawed. But here's why I believe, and this is just me putting my thoughts on Idris. He may not feel that way exactly. But if I'm running around and I'm an actor and I feel like I'm a damn good actor and I get some good roles and I'm very well known and I'm looking at all of these other people and I'm like, I can act just as good as that person can act. I can act better than that person can act, and they're achieving more than me. They are not stereotyped in roles. They're allowed to play anything and anybody that they want to play, and I'm stuck being, fighting for roles that I shouldn't have to fight for. How do I overcome this? And then you look back and you say, but why am I dealing with it? I think it's because I'm black. So maybe if I take the black away, then I'll get the roles that I want easier. So in other words, let me kind of play their game. You try to figure your way through this thing. And that might be the way that he figured, like, okay, so if I don't label myself a black actor, then they won't label me a black actor. They'll just look at me as an actor, and then I won't have to fight for those roles. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like almost like a coping mechanism. How do I deal with this? How do I deal with this situation? How do I overcome it? I overcome it by ignoring that I'm a black actor in their eyes. Yeah, but it don't make it real. And I think that happens to people just on a regular basis. We trying to figure this thing out. We trying to figure out how to make it through. And I think when some people figured out, or at least they perceive that they have figured out how to make it through because they feel like they've made it through. They're on the other side. They got that money. They got that career. They got that lovely wife. They got those lovely children. They got that big house. They've got, you know what I'm saying, status. They're loved. They're appreciated. You know, people look at them like as if they transition race. Then they feel like, yeah, we really shouldn't focus on race. Because they still trying to figure it out. And some of them think they figured it out. Like, I stopped focusing on race and then I made it. I'm not sure that that's it. But if that's what you believe, then that's probably how you're going to function. And then you're going to encourage everybody else to function that way. Because you believe that that's the key. Yeah, we all trying to figure it out. I'm not sure that that's the answer. But for all I know, it might be. I mean, I'm going to watch. I'm going to see how this works. And if Idris Elba becomes in the next, 4 years or whatever, Tom Cruise level, who else is, one of the biggest actors or whatever? Black Russian says, your audio is out of sync. I don't know why that keeps happening on YouTube. That happens a lot on YouTube. Hold on, I'm going to refresh and see if that helps. I'm going to refresh and handle. All right, I refreshed. Hopefully it gets back in sync. But I'm going to watch over, say, the next 4 years. And if Idris Elba just blow up, I might stop calling myself black. I might just stop calling myself black. We'll see what happens. Because if that's the key, I'll get with it. Crystal says refreshing helped. All right, good. And Black Russian says much better. All right. Kenneth says he already blown up. Nah, he want to be bigger. He want to be bigger. He want to be Tom Hanks level. He want to be Tom Hanks and Tom Cruise. He want to be that level. He ain't there yet. Yeah, Robert De Niro, Al Pacino. Y'all know the ones we talking about. He not there yet. But if he, in the next 4 years, because he's no longer a black actor, he's just an actor. Terry says Idris probably hitting his apex. He's not young. Janice says it's just the two of them. Janice, it's 4 people on that feed. There are 4 people over there on that feed. R-Dub says, you looking like an old karate movie. CK say he not even on Wesley Snipes level yet. I don't know about that. Shahara says she would argue he's close though. Not Robert De Niro, but Matt McConaughey, Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt. Really? You think he close to Brad Pitt level? You think he close to Tom Cruise level? I mean, look, I'm not a big movie buff guy, you know. So I don't know. Let's see. Let me go back to the phone. Brent.
Hey, man, what's going on?
How you doing?
Oh, I'm all right. I want to jump into this whole Idris Elba, I'm not black no more conversation.
All right.
I think he's really fooling himself because with movies in general, the largest movie market is not the United States. It's not Great Britain.
It's China.
And there are a lot of movies, when you look at how movies perform in the Chinese market, when they have leading black actors, they don't perform well. And that's all a part of the imperialism that is, emanated been spread all over the world. So they don't want to see black actors unless you have them in action movies. And still, they're not going to do as well as their white counterparts.
That's very true, Brent.
So,
I remember when Star Wars, the Force Awakens came out. They didn't put John Boyega on the posters over in China. The promos, I remember we got the first promo with him taking off the stormtrooper helmet and revealing that it was a black dude under the storm. They didn't play that in China because they know that ain't gonna get them Chinese people to the movie theater because they don't go see black people.
Yep, exactly. Chinese, unfortunately, Japanese too. When you look at a lot of the old 70s robot movies where you had the people the characters that would get into the robots and they had formed the bigger robots, all of them was white. They didn't even have Japanese or Asian looking ones. So it's just amazing how it still continues to this day, how the attitudes and mentalities towards black people, regardless of your, where you were dropped off around the world. It's a negative opinion, and the producers and the money behind those production companies recognize that and know that. Yeah. So that's just bottom line how it is, unfortunately.
And it don't matter if you call yourself a black actor or not.
Exactly. You can call yourself Samoan, or say you're goodness Tibetan. That ain't gonna help. They're gonna say, yeah, you eat fried chicken, or they may say some stupid stuff like that. But you can say all you want about what you are, but it's not necessarily about what you are. What you call yourself is what other people perceive you to be. So the same thing with you saying he's not black. Well, try walking down a street behind a white woman at night, and saying, I'm not black. Them white tears gonna come, she gonna pepper spray you. She gonna call the cops saying she feared for her life. And you can say, I'm not black. Well, you tell that to the cops and the nightsticks. So, they ain't listening to you.
All right.
But yeah, do you want to play the Name a Black Wrestling Champion game? See who can.
I saw that.
Indy?
I knew a number of them, but I didn't know all of them. I didn't know all of them.
There's been so. I'm not going to bore folks too much, but yeah, there are a bunch of them. Even back on the, you get back to the old NWA. You even had Tony Atlas and Ron Simmons, of course. Tag teams. Soul Train Jones. Before he turned into Virgil, when he went to WWE, and then also on the WWF side, especially now when you look at NXT and all the wrestlers coming up, damn their whole NXT is black.
Yeah.
And even over in AEW, a lot of the wrestlers are black or got some black blood in them. That are, those guys are really, really talented. So even wrestling is going to change quite a bit over the next 15, 20 years, but nothing is going to draw more than having that all-American white boy, unfortunately.
Right. Oh, something happened to his call. I didn't hang up on him. And I didn't mean to do that. Hold on a second. I did not hang up. There we go. Click on this here. Give me that there. We'll take you, we'll move you over here. Yeah, something happened to his phone. I didn't hang up. Shahara, again, talking about Idris. She says, yes, really, did you not see the mom of the late night host go crazy over him? She was petitioning he be the next James Brown. Many women, including a lot of white women, love him. But we're not talking about just in terms of, people like him and they think that he's attractive, blow up. We're talking about actor blow up, getting the roles that he wants to get and becoming the name that he wants to become. He's not there yet. He's not Tom Cruise yet. He's not Brad Pitt yet, meaning their level. He's not Tom Hanks yet. He wants to be there. Will he ever be there? I can't say he won't, but no, Shahara, he's not there yet. He's just not. Inez, she says, if he's hanging up on people, it's ignorant and it's intimidation. It's not intimidation. By the way, tell Mrs. Beard to quit her job or retire like I did, or do her making you work harder. Half of that halfway makes sense. And Inez, look, if you want to call in, you can call in, but we're going to have a conversation. You're not just going to holler and scream at me. Otherwise, I'm going to hang up again. I don't mind having a conversation with you. I don't mind us talking to each other. Well, you ain't got to agree with me. But you ain't just going to call in here and holler and scream. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I let you do that before when I was over there. I'm not over there no more. It's not going to happen. Wait a minute. Emanuel probably boycotted the Smurfs because there was no black Smurf. I was not that aware back then, but I could have seen myself doing that. I wouldn't be ashamed of that. TC says, why does he have to be on a level? He's a very good actor. Now you would have to ask him that question, but I'll just go based on the interview that I read and kind of what he was saying. He does not want to be limited in roles, in what parts he can portray. And he seems to feel like because he's a black actor or because he's labeled as a black actor, he's limited and stereotyped in terms of the kind of roles that he's allowed to play. And typically, especially somebody when they're in a certain field trying to do a certain thing, you want to rise to the top. You want to rise to the top. You want to be considered the best, not just good. You want to be considered the best in your field for a lot of people. And that, just based on what he was saying, that's kind of what I got from him. Like, there's another level that I can attain, but kind of they holding me back by limiting roles that I can take and different things that I can do in terms of an actor. So if I just say I'm not a black actor, then I'll get those roles. So that's why he has to be on a level, because it seems to be his desire. Oh, and I said, yes, he's not there, but he's close. See how you missed the whole part from what I first said? I didn't miss the whole part from what you first said. I read it. I didn't miss it. I read it. I just don't necessarily agree that he's close. And I don't agree that he's on the level of some of those actors in terms of Hollywood clout and all of that kind of stuff. I don't agree that he's on that level with some of those actors that you put up there. It's cool. We don't have to agree. I know you're not going to agree with me anyway, Shahara. But if Lincoln Ware was saying the exact same thing, the exact same words, the exact same way, you would be like, Lincoln is right. I don't know what you got a thing against me and for Lincoln. Why you trying to pit us against each other, Shahara? It's not a competition. I'm just, now somebody mad at me. Why he attacking Shahara? I'm being silly with Shahara, and I believe she knows that. I like Shahara, but I tease her because she really, 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 really likes Lincoln Ware. So I tease her because of that. That's it. That's it. Brent said, you hung up on me because you intimidated by a strong black man. Okay. TC says he is on his own level. Well, TC, tell him that. Well, why you telling me? He the one want to be on a different level. Tell him that. Let me see. I got a call coming in. Caller. Oh, hold on a second. I'm not hearing you. Caller.
Emanuel.
Yes.
This is Ron D.
How you doing, Ron?
So, I'm cool. Now, I woke up about 3 o'clock, well, about 2:15 in the morning last night.
Okay.
Or this morning, and I couldn't go back to sleep.
Oh.
So I said, let me see what Emanuel talking about. So I looked, and you said, and implied that I was crazy, like you did Inez.
Hold on. Wait.
I want you to tell me.
Ron, hold on just a second. I wasn't up at 3 o'clock in the morning last night saying anything.
No. I watched watched the YouTube.
Okay.
I watched it to YouTube. I watch you all the time.
Okay.
So, like I said, you said I was crazy. Now, why you think I'm crazy?
Well, you want me to answer?
Yeah, I want you to answer.
Okay. First.
What is it? Oh, no. Go ahead, answer.
First, I don't think I said you're crazy. I might have said you got some issues.
Okay.
But that's not the same as
okay.
At least from my definition, that's not the same as being crazy. Okay.
Okay. So what issue do I have?
Well, I think your issues are that you pay attention to bad information. You accept propaganda as gospel without checking into it or questioning it, or it don't even have to be reasonable. It's just propaganda, and so you believe it with every fiber of your being. And that, to me, that's having issues.
Okay. Now, so remember when we said that, and me and Too Sweet said, I think I said it first, that they had about 28 days of diesel fuel left. Remember that?
No, I don't even know what you're
Do you
talking
remember?
about.
Okay. It was a point where I said that we had a supply of diesel fuel and we only had about 28 days more left. Okay.
I don't remember that,
Now,
but okay, I accept that to be the case.
Okay. Now, I had to back up the information.
Now, hold on,
And
before you go any
some-
further, when you
Okay.
said that, who was the we who only had 28 days of diesel fuel left?
The United States.
Okay.
United States.
Okay.
United States. And I had to back up that information. So I checked. Now, we had what they said was, no, the rumors are false. We have 6 to 12 months of diesel fuel left. Now, by the way, that was 4 months ago, or 3-4 months ago. And if they say that they have 6 to 12 months, you best believe that the government is lying, and we got probably, well, we got less than that. My point being, and you told me that the laptop was fake. Now I'm sitting there looking at you.
I never told you that the laptop was fake. I never told you that.
No. You say, okay, what did you say? What did you say?
I said you haven't
What
seen.
did you say?
Do you want me to answer?
Yeah, what'd you say?
I said you haven't seen the laptop, and you don't know if the information that they are telling you that was in the laptop was actually in the laptop. Not to mention, you don't know if that is Hunter Biden's actual laptop.
Okay. Now, how else would you verify your information with that? Now, I verified the information.
You did?
The laptop is real. Wait. The laptop is real. They have the congressional hearings right now, and they know that Hunter Biden's laptop is real. He admitted to it.
No, he didn't.
He admitted to it.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
The lawyers.
No.
Okay.
No.
Wait a minute.
No,
So
he didn't. Hey.
So what did he say? What did he say?
He is
What did
suing.
he say?
He is he's suing because they're talking about the laptop, but his lawyers were very, very careful never to admit that that was his actual laptop. They were very careful to never make that admission.
They did. See, the thing is, now you would say, I don't verify my information. Now, everybody now the mainstream media didn't talk about the laptop. They knew it was real in 2019. They lead the people.
Why are we talking about Hunter Biden's
people
laptop?
on Twitter that they had to let go, and they exposed the things on Twitter, and they proved that they was trying to suppress the email information and the fact that the laptop was real.
Who proved that?
But okay.
No, it's a real simple question. Who proved it?
No, because wait a minute. It's probably a simple question for you. I have aphasia, and it takes me a minute. You know that.
I'm sorry, I forgot.
And it's unfortunate.
I'm sorry, I forgot. But the question on the table is, who proved it?
Listen to me.
I'm listening.
The DOJ and the FBI all proved it. Everybody now nobody talked about the laptop until now. It's 2023. Everybody suppressed the laptop information until now.
Okay, hold on a second.
Everybody knows that is his. Now you told me
Ron.
that okay.
Ron, hold on a second. Hold on. Because people are asking a legitimate question, but I want to clear something up. We're not actually talking about Hunter Biden's laptop, even though we're talking about Hunter Biden's laptop. What we're actually discussing is
the fact that I don't check my information.
No, not that you don't check your information.
The fact that you said I have issues because I don't have to check my information.
That's not what I said.
I believe
again, that's not what I said. But if you really think about it, even if you check in your information with wacky sources, of course, you go to a wacky source and you get some information. And then you go to an even wackier source and they verify the wacky source. It doesn't necessarily mean that anything is verified.
All the news, everybody went to my same wacky source.
Okay.
Everybody.
But
everybody
again,
went to my same wacky sources and verified.
But Ron, here's what you're not getting this.
But what?
You just said to me something. You just said something to me that's completely 100% factually inaccurate. I would call it a lie, but I don't believe that you're saying it intentionally.
What is it? What is it? What was it?
It is the simple fact that you said Hunter Biden admitted that was his laptop, and that never happened.
Yeah.
It never happened.
Okay. Listen. No. Yeah.
No.
Listen, I'm telling you. Yeah, I said it. I'm going to explain it.
Okay.
Now, I tell you all the time, I mix my words up in aphasia. You don't have the words for it, or you have the words for it, but you can't spit them out.
Well, that's not.
You make words.
But can I say something?
So wait a minute.
Wait, hold on. Let me say this before I let you finish. That's not fair.
Okay.
It's not fair for you to get into any sort of conversation / debate with somebody and make definitive statements that turn out to be 100% false, and then be able to say, well, but you have to understand that I have a condition. It's not fair. But it's not fair to me.
We're having a conversation
because
listen to me.
But I don't know what's.
We're having a conversation.
I don't know what's a matter of. I don't know what's a matter of the aphasia or what's a matter of you just know. It's not fair to me.
Wait just a second. Wait just a second.
Okay, go ahead.
Now, we're having a conversation.
Uh-huh.
Now, you just addressed. You said I will call it blah 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 blah, and I'm explaining to you. Now, first of all, my integrity is intact. I ain't said nothing that is a lie. You have to. Okay, first let me clear this up.
Mm-hmm.
I said that he admitted to it.
You did.
But his lawyers submitted paperwork, submitted an affidavit, and said that the laptop they wanted to get. They wanted to see about them manipulating the laptop and breaking into it. Did you heard the same story I did, because you wouldn't have had that information, didn't you?
I'm not sure what story you heard, so I can't say for sure.
When his lawyers submitted it, they were saying, first of all, that somebody may have tampered with it, the laptop. They said that, right? Because you had to hear the same news story that I did.
But I don't know that I heard the same news story. I don't recall hearing that they said that.
Okay. They said that, and then if they said that, then that means he's admitting that it's his, because he said that somebody may have manipulated. But
that's not necessarily true.
But okay, but see, you try to play semantics all the time with everybody. Okay. And the fact is, everything everything that I said came out. The only thing is that we have not run out of diesel. We do. Hey man, you trying to tell me that the laptop ain't his, right?
No, I'm not trying to tell you that.
No, the laptop ain't his, right?
No, I didn't tell you that.
No, because you can't tell me any other thing that I said that I didn't have facts for.
But you said a lot of things. We had a whole debate the other night where what you said was factually inaccurate.
But when I corrected you, and when you corrected me,
Mm-hmm.
I know what you're talking about because I was laughing, and you were right. But that was about the Beatles because, and by the way, when Schoolhouse Rock, I know you've seen it, did not have executive order on there. It wasn't on there. I'm just the bill that I'm on the bill.
No, executive order was not on there. But Ron.
Yeah. But see, you tried to make semantics.
Ron.
Semantics all the time. Ron. You just don't want to lose. You don't want to lose a debate. You just don't want to lose a debate,
Ron.
And you don't ever want to admit when you're wrong.
Ron, that's another thing that's factually inaccurate. If nothing else, I'm known for admitting. I am known for admitting when I am wrong.
Said you do.
I just don't happen to be wrong very often.
You're wrong. You're trying to tell me that I get my information from the same places you get your information
well, that's
from.
Not true.
If
you're saying a lot of stuff that's just factually inaccurate today.
What? You trying to play semantics with me to say I'm factually inaccurate. I said it's factually inaccurate that I didn't see the laptop. I did not see. I didn't visually see and look at the laptop.
Right.
But you're crazy because the laptop is real.
Oh boy. Okay.
You're crazy.
Okay. The laptop is real.
Why am I crazy?
I never said you were crazy, but the laptop is real. It was Hunter Biden's. Joe Biden is secretly Chinese. He's wearing a mask, but Donald Trump is actually running the government. All of the bad stuff that happened is because of Joe Biden. All of the good stuff that happened is because of Donald Trump.
No. You trying to play that? You trying to play to me like
all I'm saying
crazy.
Is,
I ain't say none of that.
Ron. All I'm saying is,
what?
I can't debate with you. I can't debate with
Why?
you. I just told you why. It's not fair to me. It's not fair to me.
It's not fair. Wait a minute. Look, man, okay. And by the way,
Mm-hmm.
Fetterman that they put in the House,
Mm-hmm.
see, that's what he's dealing with.
It's the Senate, but
and they voted for him. He has aphasia. That's exactly what I had to deal with.
okay.
So you in debating with me, see what he's going to be in the House.
Okay. All right, Ron. Hey, I appreciate your call, sir.
All right.
Yeah, it's not fair for me to debate Ron. It's just not. Look at the disadvantage that I'm at. And I'm not talking about like, oh, I want to be mean to him. I don't. But if I say, y'all know I like the simple, kind of break it down into simple thing. And I say, what's 2 + 2? And then Ron says 2 + 2 is 6. And then I'm like, 2 + 2 is not 6. 2 + 2 is 4. Ha, gotcha. And then Ron like, well, hold on. I really meant 4, but you know I got a condition. And I'm like, damn it, I got him. But he can always back up and say, I didn't mean to say what I said. Even though it was factually inaccurate, I got a condition. Hunter Biden admitted that was his laptop. Like, no, he didn't. Gotcha. But hold on. I got a condition. So, yeah, I was wrong. But I didn't mean to say that. Like, what? If you can just change your answer at any time in the debate, I'm at a disadvantage in a debate. It's not fair to me. It's not fair to me. Everybody know this. Everybody know this. I want to be right. And you would think, well, Emanuel, you won. You proved you was right and he was wrong. I proved on certain facts that I was right. But then if you can just twist it at any minute and say, well, I got a condition. I didn't mean that way. Damn it. So yeah, it's not fair to me, Ron. It's not fair. And y'all didn't understand the Schoolhouse Rock reference. He had talked about Joe Biden could sign an executive order and make it a law. And I told him that's not how it works. And he told me it was. And I told him I'll try to help him understand. So I sent him Schoolhouse Rock. And now his thing is, yeah, but Schoolhouse Rock didn't say nothing about an executive order because those ain't how bills become laws. That's why Schoolhouse Rock didn't say anything about executive orders. Because that's not how it works. Ron says, I'm not known for twisting stuff. You are. What did I twist? All I did was say factual information or correct your non-factual information. And then when I correct you, then you be like, well, I might have said that, but that's not what I meant. That's not me twisting anything. I didn't call you crazy. Did not call you crazy. I'm not calling you crazy. I don't think you're crazy. I think you're slightly brainwashed. And you might want to find different sources for your information, or at least different ways to check it. But even for me, more than anything, that somebody put this up there. Somebody put this up there, and it makes sense. And this is kind of the way that, if you didn't see it, it's not necessarily real. And sometimes even when you did see it, it's not necessarily real. So instead of, and this is just a suggestion just from me, instead of accepting stuff as fact, just say you believe it. There's a lot of stuff that I believe to be factual that I don't know to be factual. So y'all can say, I believe this, I believe that. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Hunter Biden is in some secret something with the Chinese government, and Joe Biden is getting billions of dollars from China because of this. That might all be logical, reasonable to you, and you believe it to be true. But I would hold off, short of some hardcore factual information, I would hold off before stating it to be a fact, which is why I've never called, I very rarely ever call people actual crazy unless I know they crazy. I believe a lot of stuff. I do. I just don't necessarily know it to be fact. But it makes sense to me. Just to ease your mind, I believe they probably have the laptop that they're talking about is probably Hunter Biden's. Now the question becomes, so? See, that becomes the question. We don't focus on Hunter Biden's laptop. Hunter Biden ain't the president. He's not a senator. He's not a representative. He's in no way, shape, or form, to my knowledge, an elected official. So what I care about, he apparently was on drugs, allegedly, I believe admittedly. He was on drugs, probably doing some stuff he didn't have no business doing with the laptop. But again, my question is, so? If he did anything criminal, charge him. If he didn't do anything criminal, why the hell are we talking about Hunter Biden's laptop? That's kind of all I'm saying. That's kind of all I'm saying about it. Oh my goodness. I don't know nothing about no diesel fuel. So I don't know nothing about that. I don't have thoughts on that. Black Russian said he want to see the warrant for the laptop. I don't even want to see the warrant. I don't care about that daggone laptop. Look, they can investigate whatever they want to investigate. I guess that's the power that they have now that they run the Congress. So go ahead, investigate it. Go ahead. But you're not really going to get my attention until you can actually tie it to something of any significance, to anything. If your goal is to prove to me that Hunter Biden was on drugs, he had a laptop, apparently there's some naked pictures of him on the laptop, and he has some dealings with China, I say, all right. That don't prove nothing. Prove that somehow Joe Biden is colluding with Chinese people in some way, shape, or form that harms the United States. You got my attention. What? What was that? What was that? So I'm not telling them don't investigate. Investigate to your heart's content. But holler at your boy when you got something. Right now, I don't care about Hunter Biden's laptop. I just don't care. What else we got? What else we got? I gotta get ready to get out of here. I don't know if my man Wyatt is coming home. Me and Wyatt got into a conversation the other day. I tore him up. No, I'm just playing. I don't know if he might have got the best of me. He did make some points I didn't really have no answer for, and he had me scrambling. But I think I made some points that he didn't have no answer for, too. Well, he came up with an answer, but it wasn't a good answer. Check out Wyatt. I enjoy going back and forth with that guy. He's a good dude. Nikki says, even if they have something, he's not the president, so what? But that's why I say, if they got something that somehow ties the president to something nefarious, illegal, traitorous, then let me know. But short of that, I don't care about now this, I want to say, I've seen him, even though technically I guess it could have been, as Lincoln would say, computerized. But I've seen him talk about the fact that he has had drug addiction problems. So I believe that he has. I've heard Joe Biden talk about the fact that his son has had drug addiction problems. So I believe he has. I'm one of those few people where when you admit something, I kind of tend to believe you, especially if, what you're admitting is not favorable to you. I tend to believe you. Sure, there are some instances where that might not be true. You know what I'm saying? If they'd have been like, hey, they had him locked in a room interrogating him for 3 days and then he admitted that he used to do drugs, I'd be like, I don't know if I believe that. He might have just said that shit to get out the room. You know what I'm saying? But short of that, I take his word for it. So this drug addict laptop with some bad pictures on it is not important in the grand scheme of things. But that's what they hanging their hat on. That's what they hanging their hat on. Let me see. Inez going at it with Tina. See, Ross, now you see why I was like, look, don't do that. Now y'all see why I was like, anybody tell her to come over to the afternoon experiment, I'm blocking you. Now y'all see why. And y'all see why I say she got issues. Cause it's not a normal way of having discourse with people. Even from my slightly aggressive way of having discourse with people, that's like beyond the pale. And I was trying to protect y'all from that. See, I was trying to protect y'all from that. All right, I got to get ready to get out of here. I haven't done this in a while. What, I got 8 minutes left? If you got a question, almost anything on the table, you can ask your question. 513-717-5464. Janice says, I can't see your Facebook feed. Oh, hold on. Let me refresh again. I don't know what's happening. When I can't. I don't know what's happening. So I refreshed. Hopefully everything comes back. Ross invited her. Yes. David says, E-Man disappeared. I think I'm back. I had to, I don't know what happened. John says, good on YouTube. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, because YouTube is typically where I have all the issues that I have. Janice says she can only see the experiment. Oh, Jason, no, I was going to call you today. I ran into a little issue. I'm going to call you. I might not have it Monday. I'll definitely have it I'll call you. Jason said, we got a call to ask. Okay, you can put it up on the screen. If you got any questions, I will answer questions today. You can put it on the screen, or you can call 513-717-5464. That's the number to get on board. Ron says, you haven't had any on my end. Issues. Thank you. I'm glad. Yeah, no, I didn't put the comment scroll up today. I'm sorry. I'll put it up now. What is going on? Don't blame me. I tried to protect y'all from this. I tried to protect y'all from this. I don't know what's going on or why it's going on. I don't know what's going on or why. Why are you intimidated by strong African American women? I am not. I reject that wholeheartedly. I am not. I won't be yelled at by somebody who clearly has issues. I'll have a conversation. You're not just gonna yell at me. But other than that, I don't. Are you watching Rihanna's halftime performance? I am not. I am not watching. I'm not watching the Super Bowl. I'm not watching the halftime show. I'm not watching no pre-show, no post-show. No, nothing that's got to do with the Super Bowl. Nothing. Nothing at all. Pamela says, what did we do to deserve this? Y'all friend Ross Freeman specifically said to her, you should check out the afternoon experiment from 3 to 5 today. And he thought that it would be funny. He thought she would just get under my skin and it would be funny. But it ain't that funny. It ain't that funny. He could not have called me at 3 a.m. I do not believe he has my number. I don't answer that number when I'm not on the air. Oh. Got that. Nat says Arthur Thomas died, former Central State president. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear when anybody die. Sorry to hear when anybody die. Ross, stay in mess. That was why I had blocked him. I unblocked him. He's unblocked. But he did it. Ron said he gonna call me at 3 and make sure I won't even know you called. I won't even know you called. Look, you can call that number all day and all night, all weekend. Won't bother me even a little bit. What do you think about Kevin Durant getting traded to the Phoenix Suns? I think the Phoenix Suns now are definitely a big time contender to win the title. That automatically made them a contender. That's true, Pamela. Intimidated? Why? Why would I be intimidated? It's a conversation. Let's say I'm totally wrong and you prove to me that I'm wrong and I'm like, you might have a point there. I think I was wrong. That's it. No reason to be intimidated. John wants to know, why are you intimidated by strong black African-American quarterbacks? Watch the Super Bowl. I will not be watching the Super Bowl. I will not be watching the Super Bowl. I told y'all, here is where I am when Colin Kaepernick get an NFL gig. I'll go back to watching the NFL. Or when they have a black majority owner of a team, I will go back to watching the NFL. Those are the two conditions that I have. Black majority owner, and Colin Kaepernick get a gig. That's when I'll go back. Short of that, no, not doing it. When blind people dream, do they see it? I believe so. I believe they do. I believe they see it. Let's see. I will not be watching the Puppy Bowl either. I feel like this is about the 5th time I've read that same comment, but again, don't blame me. It is not my fault. It is not my fault. All right, I got to get ready, got to get out of here. I appreciate y'all checking me out, hanging out with me. What did you ask? I didn't see you ask anything. Maybe I missed it. Hold on. What did you ask? I don't see a question from you. I'm looking, I'm scrolling. I don't see a question from you. I don't see a question from you at all. If you got a question, go ahead and ask it. I give you what, like 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Go ahead and ask your question. Nikki say, what the puppies do? Nothing. They do nothing. They just put a lot of puppies in like a little pen, a big pen, put a whole lot of puppies in there and sit a couple cameras there just to watch the puppies. They don't do nothing. I'm not gonna lie. First time, I watched it for probably about 15 minutes, waiting for something to happen. I for real watched it, waiting for something to happen. And I was like, what are they gonna do? And I'm watching, and I'm like, they gotta do something. I don't know what I thought they was gonna do. Like, are they gonna put the little puppies on, like little helmets and whatnot, and make them do something? They gonna put a football in there and roll it around and make the puppies chase something. And they gonna put like little, I don't remember who was playing the Super Bowl that year, but you know, little this color in there and that color in there and see which one of them eat the most. And I was just watching. 5 minutes go by and I'm like, okay, it's a little early. 10 minutes go by, I'm like, this thing been on for a minute. 15 minutes in, I'm like, this is some bullshit. That's what I said, and I'm like, what the? I'm not watching this nonsense. So, all right, y'all. I'm going to get out of here. Look, have a great weekend. If you watching the NFL, you shouldn't be. But enjoy yourself. Just be responsible. I know for a lot of people, alcohol is just a part of the game. Alcohol is just a part of the game, but please be careful. I want everybody to make it back here on Monday. Even if you making it back here to try to make my life miserable, come back and try to make my life miserable Monday, okay? I hope everybody has a great weekend. And I guess that's about it. Until next time, it's been the Afternoon Experiment. My name is Emanuel Livingston. Wyatt, I believe Wyatt is coming on today. I hadn't seen where he wasn't. So go check out Wyatt. Till next time, y'all. Peace.